UK are coming together on Monday, May the 8th, to try out volunteering and celebrate those who regularly help in their local areas. So we've invited the BBC's Make a Difference award winner, Leon Arts, to inspire everyone at home to get involved. Leon, welcome along.
Thank you, Matt.
Now this is a banana skin curry.
That's true, yeah. So
Sounds strange.
No, it's delicious actually, because with last few years we're learning that we can use a lot more food than we think. Like about 10 years ago, where potato peels started to become very popular.
Yeah.
Banana skin is another one. And in the food world where I come from, we work with a lot of surplus food. And we made a banana curry, because banana is actually one of the most wasted food in this country. 1.4 million bananas every day.
Every day?
Yes.
1.4 million every day. I mean, it's obscene.
Yes, it is.
And I suspect most of those are absolutely fine.
They're absolutely perfect. There's much you can do with them. Bananas are very versatile. And I discovered while I was doing that the skin, especially in Asia, is used to make curries, to make other things.
Yeah.
So, and this is an easy thing. You use your bananas in the morning, you slice your peels, and then you put them in water for a few hours with some turmeric. That makes them softer, take the bitterness out a bit, and the turmeric also gives a bit of flavor. And in 15 minutes, you make a delicious curry, which we're going to do today.
I mean, it is delicious because I've tried it already.
Yeah.
I'm sure people at home are intrigued by this. But this is all relevant because of what you did during lockdown.
Yes.
So tell us about that.
So 3 years ago, before lockdown, when I realized that London would go hungry, people forget, but it was a very difficult time, and a lot of people were already being laid off. And I thought, all these kitchens are going to be empty, all these people at home, let's start cooking for those who need our help. And I put a post on Facebook and said, who's going to help? We're going to cook thousands of meals a day. And
were you one of the first to...
Yes. And I find a kitchen, and when lockdown started, we started cooking. And what the most incredible thing happened is that literally hundreds of people came to help us.
Yeah.
And we started cooking, and within a week we were doing 2,000 meals a day.
Wow.
In a borrowed kitchen with like 40, 50 volunteers every day.
Wow.
And as you remember, the demand was amazing, and unfortunately the demand is still huge. We went on to Wembley Stadium and do 6,000 meals a day there with only volunteers.
And how long did it take to build up the momentum? Was it pretty quick?
Very quick, yeah. Because, I only know a few people, but what happens then is that the people who know me, they started sharing it on Facebook and said, hey, listen, this is what's going on. And all of a sudden, people just turned up at the kitchen door and came to help.
And were you a little bit sort of taken aback by that? A little bit? I would have thought it was quite emotional.
It was. But you don't really have time to think about that, because, I was doing 16-hour days and loving it, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's different than being in a kitchen when I was young, doing 16-hour days and get shouted at. This was all people who came and helped, gave their heart to it, because working with food is very rewarding anyway, because it's very direct. You peel some carrots, you cook something, and especially in the charity world, a few hours later, someone in need is eating it. So that's very rewarding.
And on that note, in the first year alone, you served something like 650,000.
Yes, in 2020. And the astonishing bit is it was all surplus food. So we got that from other charities, from businesses. You never know what's going to come, because they don't tell you next week you're going to have a pallet of carrots and chicken and all that.
Yeah.
And it was only volunteers. None of us got paid. So
and for that, but quite rightly so, that's why you won the BBC's award. Make a difference.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Come on.
What I'd like to say about that, it's really the hundreds of people who came to help, and the charities we gave the food to and then gave it to the recipients.
Yeah.
That's really the heroes, because they did it. I was just the fool who started it all. And we mustn't forget, there's hundreds of brilliant charities in the UK who do very similar work. I think I was lucky that we could build it to a big scale.
Well, and for that reason, and that's what makes you the poster boy of help, volunteering, of charity, and that's what we're trying to get people to do on Monday.
So on Monday, we like people to try volunteering. It's a brilliant day. It's an extra bank holiday. By the way, the King is a very big supporter of all these food charities, and he he's tried to help. He helped the Felix project with 1,000 fridges and freezers, which put all over the country, so more food can be saved.
Restored. Really?
A lot of charities are struggling financially with manpower, so volunteers.
Yeah.
And I just finished this. With the fridges and freezers, they can actually save more food because a lot of them, they don't have the money to buy fridges or freezers. And on Monday, it's a great opportunity on your day off to go and look at a local charity. What can you do? What do they need? Where did you put the water?
Water.
So the skins.
Okay.
So
no stock.
No, it's just onions which we sweat for 5 to 7 minutes.
Right.
Put the spices in, a little bit of Thai curry paste, and then we put the skins in. Sweat them for a minute, and then with the water it boils down.
Okay.
The skins get cooked, and very delicious. And they really taste like banana. You'll see in a minute. And at the end, we just season it a little bit, and we serve it on the bread. So, just going back to the Monday, it's a great opportunity to look at a local charity, because charities often have skeleton staff or no staff and struggle to get enough volunteers. And unfortunately, the demand for food, for help for people since the cost of living crisis is bigger than during COVID. It's staggering.
Is that right?
The queues haven't gone
But
down.
people can offer an hour, a day,
an hour,
week.
whatever they want. Yeah.
And if you want to try the recipe, it is available online, and it's magnificent. Congratulations.
Thank you. So this is the curry when it's ready. Nice and thick. I always season it with a bit of lemon at the end as well.
Are the banana skins tender, or do they have some bite to them?
No, they are tender. Yeah, they cook really, really quickly. When you see them in a raw state, you don't think that, but they do. So we got a.
This is intriguing. Greg, do you want to try this?
Yes, I do, Matt.
We've changed your chair.
Yes, you've changed my chair because I'm extremely heavy and production couldn't take the risk
Health
anymore.
and safety.
Come on in.
Fine.
So a few leaves.
It smells incredible.
Yeah. Thank you. But I think bananas are very versatile anyway. So you can do it.
Why not pop them in a curry?
Yeah, exactly.
How do I eat this?
With your hands or
With my hands?
Style and grace.
This is going to look good, isn't it, on telly?
That's really good. Right. Don't look at Greg. Look at me. I'll read this link. The BBC's Make a Difference campaign has lots of inspiring stories on its website. The Big Help Out, part of the coronation activities, is supported by all kinds of volunteering in the community, including things like animal welfare, sports, art.